but he needs more treatment before he's fully recovered.
So now I have to play nurse to a giant bird. I'm telling you, it better be worth the trouble.
He'll become your steed. And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
We'll see. He'd better be useful. I was never one for keeping pets.
Somehow, that doesn't surprise me. So, what are you going to do next?
Okay, gotta hang in.
Hey, first, my name's Darius. This village is called. The people here may not. We're a close-knit band.
Our weapons are... Hi there! Now, you be careful out there.
What'll it be? Come back soon.
Easy, easy, easy. Calm down.
It's a healthy-looking bird.
Why, thank you. You wouldn't believe that not so long ago, he was so injured he could barely walk.
Is that right?
Yes, he's completely better now, though. He can run like the wind, all thanks to the herb I gave him.
Must be a powerful medicine. What's it called?
Why are you so interested? Oh, you're the person who found the Angel of Valhalla, right? I think I can help you. The herb is called Yule's flower. It's a very beautiful flower that grows out east, near the ruined city.
Yule's flower, huh?
Yes, if you find one, let your chocobo graze on it. If you pick it yourself, it's not nearly as effective. Actually, speaking of that, can I ask you a favor? If you do get the Angel of Valhalla to eat some Yule's flowers, could you bring him to me afterwards?
I could.
Well, it's just that, well, if chocobos can learn how to speak, and if the angel is smarter than the rest...
Do you really think they can talk?
No, Anyway, if you do go to the ruins in the east, be careful.
You sure you don't need to upgrade that?
Welcome. I have a cure for your chocobo.
Next job. Hello, and welcome. Thank you kindly for your patience. We've got lots of useful...
free of the darkness. I'm more powerful than you can understand. The screams echo in the chaos.
If you're looking for chocobo,
Keep up if you can. We're on different planes, you and I.
an empty stomach is ruined.
The Mughals are forced to leave.
See that? The blue ones part during the day.
God's light is inside us.
Do you need anything?
Easy now.
How does it look? Can you help the chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of gazelle greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, gazelle greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes. It's not right. Forcing you to put on a brave front and pretend you're not worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it.
And you have no idea where he goes?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yogwoods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
If I find a farmer called Cole...
Father headed towards Yog, where the hunting woods lie. When you find... Father is always...
Keep up if you can. Are you the Cole who owns the field?
Who told you that name? Where'd you hear it?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was this fertilizer seeker? Is that what you're telling me? Is that right?
You still haven't answered my question.
Sure enough. But why should I give you something for nothing? I say we, you and I, engage in some give and take.
You're not gonna answer me, are you?
Not until you do something for me. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer, which doesn't make... Nah, it's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've already found the stuff. I've marked the locations with a shovel.
I've done what you asked.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You said you are looking for Sarala's father, a man called Cole? That's right, isn't it? Now listen carefully. The Cole you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right. I was the one who found him. He was attacked by monsters. I ran to help, but by the time I reached him, it was too late. I was standing here pondering how I was going to break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told...
She has to be told sometime. Or will you keep it a secret?
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever as much as I'd like to. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple, with no sugarcoating. I think it'll be for the best. In the long run, leastways.
For the best, huh? Tell me. When you say it would be for the best, do you mean it would be the best for Sarala? Or are you talking about yourself?
What do you mean? Why, Sarala, of course. She's a strong girl. If you ask me, she'll do far better.
All right. Well...
You'd really do that? I'd hate to...
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. That fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it. So, why didn't you take it to Sarala, as I keep...
You spoke to him?
Yeah, just before he died. You tell her that, in those exact words.
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopus Farms and tell Sarala the news.
We've heard stories.
They're conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security post.
If you run, you'll end up being tracked. You need...
We're on different planes, you and I.
She can't be servant of light.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself
A deal's a
Savior.
deal.
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report person.
You got a ticket on you? Welcome! Welcome to the famous Sneakin' In Special.
Here's your ticket.
Very good, madam. In you go. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Participation in the whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And that's it. Got it?
Per the schedule, the delivery... Okay, there's a foul sea called pandemonium that labors away in the center of this industrial area. It is the last one of its kind in the world.
Can I reach it?
I wouldn't try. That foul sea is guarded more heavily than snow. Everything depends on it. It's the source of all the supplies that the world depends on. Humanity wouldn't last long without it. It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy, and Yusaan's no different. Yet...
Vanity'll do wonders. The fools are probably bleeding. You shall return to nothingness.
Every day, it manufactures tons of food and goods, which are then distributed around the world. It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears.
We're on different planes, you and I.
truth is that it seems to use the chaos as its raw materials. All of the goods produced by the Foul Sea come first to these warehouses. This is where everything is sorted and accounted for. Then they're just...
You can't read me. Evil has a price. So the Foul Sea here is the only source of food materials left.
Oh, it's a tough road to take. If I just keep going up alone...
If Lord Snow were so inclined, he could monopolize the world's resources and become a tyrant.
That's why the people made him their patron. He was the only person they could trust to manage the supply sphere. Look for a way to get out onto the tracks of the supply line. After all, that's the real aim of this sneaking in special. Keep going along this path and you'll reach the Augur's Quarter. Snow's palace is just My sensors are picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in
The life shall be cut from you. Not a whole...